Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what I want to do is start I guess you call it a new series. And in looking at people's watch collections, there's many different kinds of watch collections as there are people collecting them. One of the things though that sort of is a limitation on all of us is the price of watches. And so I thought, well, I'll start with try to find some watches that are at a more reasonable price and see what a collection would look like with all different kinds of watches. Now, these are watches that are actually available now, or they were 15 minutes ago. So let's take a look at the watches and the different kinds of watches. All of these are under $2,000. All right, the first one is the everyday office watch. This is a watch that you wear every day when you go to work, and it's a very practical watch, not a big hoo-ha about it, but a good one. Now, the one I found was called a Mont Blanc Heritage, and the Mont Blanc Heritage has a base movement of a Sellita SW301A. It's automatic, it's 4 hertz, 42-hour reserve. It's got the date, the hours, minutes, seconds, and then it's got an additional 12-hour hand, which means that's for another time zone. Now, the MSRP on this watch is $6,100. But what I found, first I found one place that had a real good price on it, and they sold out before I could even make the video. This is like a matter of days. So then I turned around, I found another one. They also had another really good price. In fact, I found two, one with a leather strap and one with a metal strap or metal bracelet. As I said, the MSRP is $6,100. The sale price with a coupon is $1,614. That is a huge discount. Now this one is at Ashford. I don't know how long the sale is going to last, but I would imagine it's probably or possibly one of their 4th of July sales or something like that. But if you're interested in this watch, you can take a look at it. Now they have two. One is with the leather band, and that one is $1,614. They have one with the metal band. That one's $1,699. Both of these are with the coupon code called ALL15. That'll knock off 15% off of whichever you're looking at. The prices that I mentioned there are with the 15% gone. Okay, moving right along. The next one, this is probably one of the very popular watch, is sports watch. And the sports watch is... There are a lot of different kinds of sports watches, and these are, for some people, they're the everyday watches. Some, they're for things that are a little more rough and tumble, perhaps. All kinds of different uses for a sports watch. One I found that I've always liked is the Seiko Prospect Alpinist. The code on it is SPB121. The caliber is 6R35. Seiko has these interesting combinations of numbers and letters for their caliber numbers. It's automatic, it's 3 hertz, 21,600 semi-oscillations per hour, 70-hour reserve, and I found it for $580. This was a significant discount from the MSRP, a place called Exquisite Timepieces. I've seen lots of different watches at Exquisite Timepieces. I'm surprised, though, that they had one with this good of a deal, 39 millimeters in steel. It's a nice for a sports watch. Okay, this next one is for travel time. Okay, you go on a trip and you're going to want to have a watch with dual time zones at least. It's one time zone for home and then the other one for wherever you're going. This travel watch now is by an unlikely name for a men's watch. It's a Chaumet Dandy, W11 692-32A, the reference number on it. It's got a caliber ETA 2892A2. Now, the thing about Chaumet is that Chaumet is one of the top makers of jewelry. I mean, they're a big time jewelry maker in all of the posh places. They have jewelry that most of us can't afford, especially me. But boy, their watches are really good. Again, an ETA 2892 isn't anything to write home about, but it's not a bad one. Again, these are deeply discounted. This one I found for $17.44 on Chrono24. It's got 3 pushers or correctors for correcting the date. It's got a hand date down at 6 o'clock, and then it has a blue arm for the second date, and then they have the hands for hour and minute hands, along with the second hand. I've seen these in person. Believe me, they are gorgeous. They really are. I mean, it's like there aren't very many other watches that are going to give you a case and bracelet this good. And again, they're not known among watch collectors, but they are really something. Now, this next watch this is sort of an unusual one. This is a chronograph, Tudor Sport chronograph. This is from 2020. It's brand new, and it's never been sold before. So it's what they call NOS, or new old stock. In other words, they have some stock and the thing never got sold or just ignored or something. So somebody digs it up and say, hey, want to sell it. Now, this Tudor has an ETA 7753, which is based on an ETA 7750, which is a very well-known chronograph from a Valjoux 7750. Automatic 4 Hertz, 42-hour reserve. It's got date, chronograph, hours, minutes, and small seconds. Very traditional looking one. So I found this one for $19.30 on Chrono24. 41 millimeter steel chronograph, or a sports chronograph. A lot of watches can be used for more than one function on this. Now, this next one is just a straight up dress watch. And my friend Fernando and I, we looked at a lot of different watches, and the one I came back to was a Boucheron. Not too long ago, I talked about Boucherons in one of the videos, and I had come to believe that all of the Epure, it's an EPURE, the name of the model of the Boucheron, was a Girard-Perregaux 4000. Well, I found out that wasn't true. On some of them, it's a Girard-Perregaux 4000, but on some other ones, it's a Sellita SW300-1. It's the one with the white gold version that has the Girard-Perregaux 400. It's automatic, 4 Hertz, 56-hour reserve. It's got date, hours, minutes, and seconds. Now, Boucheron, along with Chaumet, is located in this very exclusive part of Paris called Place Vendôme. And Cartier, Van Cleef & Arpels, Chaumet, Bulgari, and the Ritz Hotel. I mean, this is, again, here you have a super duper jeweler in Boucheron, and the stuff they sell as jewelry is extremely expensive, but they have incredible talent for the cases and the dials and so forth. The movement, of course, we all wish they would pay more attention to the movement, but they don't. This one I found on Chrono24 for $11.73. Now, this next one is a field watch. And if there was ever a field watch that was meant to be a field watch, it's a Hamilton khaki field. And they have these in a lot of different colors and so forth. But I thought, well, a brown dial and a tan strap look pretty good. The movement is called a Hamilton H50, which is based on an ETA 2801-2. Now, one of the things to keep in mind that Hamilton is also owned by Swatch, and Swatch owns ETA. And one of the things you can get from that, you can get some modifications of some basic ETA movements to get the best out of what they want the watch for. So this one, I thought, this is a nice one. 3 hertz, 80-hour reserve. That's a good reserve on that. It's hand wound, so you don't have something to keep it on there longer. But if you're looking for a field watch, this one's a honey. And by the way, this price is new. I got this from the Hamilton home site, not from some used deal on this one. Usually, if a watch is at a really good price, I don't try to bother with finding the best deal on a used price. However, if you want to, I bet you can find some very good deals on this below the $625. Now, this final one is a pilot's watch, and a pilot's watch, I suppose, is a type of sports watch. This one is by LeCoultre. The name of the model is Aachen, which is a town in Germany. The movement in it is a Miyota 821A, which is Seiko owned. They own Miyota. Miyota is one of their less expensive brands of movements, but the prices are very good. It's automatic, 3 hertz. Again, that's what I like, things below 4 hertz. 42 hours reserve. Now, I found this one at Joma Shop, and it's really funny. They had the MSRP on these were $410. Okay, and I found one at Joma Shop. Joma Shop, so we got them at a discount, so you save a buck at Joma Shop on this pilot's watch. Anyway, I would very much like to hear what you think about this idea, because I was going to go through different collections at different levels, and also if there was some type of watch that you think, well, gee, how come you didn't put this watch in? Let me know about it. It's an opportunity to subscribe if you like, and until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection.